All right, guys, today we're going to talk about decimal word problems. And we're going to be focusing on multiplying. That's what we've been working on this week, and we're going to continue with that. But instead of it just being in number form, it's going to be in word problem form. We got to pick out those keywords to make sure we know exactly what we're doing, okay? So, I've got a word problem here. It says, I purchased 4 cans of tomatoes. Each can holds 6.8 ounces. How many ounces of tomatoes did I buy? So when you're looking at a word problem, you're trying to decide, am I multiplying, am I dividing, what in the world am I doing? Look at the numbers that you represent and think about if you were in this situation. Let's say you went to the grocery store and you've got 4 cans of tomatoes. Each can is 6.8 ounces. You want to know that total amount of tomatoes that you have. Therefore, you're going to multiply 6.8 times 4. So I've highlighted our key words. We've got 4 and we've got 6.8, and I've set that up. Now we know our rules for multiplying. First of all, you just multiply that decimal out. So you say 4 times 8 is 32. Put down your 2, carry your 3. 4 times 6 is 24, plus that 3 is 27. Now, to decide about my decimal, I locate my decimal in my problem. I count how many numbers I have behind my decimal. I have one number. So I come down here, I count 1 over, and I place my decimal. So I have a total of 27.2 ounces of tomatoes. Okay, here's our next word problem. It says 4 members of a cross-country relay team each run 3.4 kilometers to complete his or her part of a race. How long is the race? So I know if I put myself in this position, I'm on this team, there's 4 of us on this team. Each of us run 3.4 kilometers, but they want to know how long is the total race. So I'm going to multiply 3.4 times 4. So I have my key information circled, 4 and 3.4, and I've come down here and I've set my problem up. Now when I'm multiplying decimals, remember we just multiply everything first. We don't even worry about our decimal until we've multiplied. So I'm going to come and I'm going to say 4 times 4 is 16. Put down my 6, carry my 1. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Now I've multiplied everything out. I'm going to come back to my problem, locate my decimal, go 1 behind. I have 1 number behind. So when I come to my answer, I'm going to move over 1 spot and place my decimal. Therefore, the total race is 13.6 kilometers. I really like this next word problem because this is something you're going to encounter in life, okay? If you build something, if you have one day, if you have like a little home project you're trying to do, this is something that you could encounter. My husband and I, we just recently put on a back porch at our house, and we had to go and purchase wood to build the porch. So this is something that we encountered. So we're going to read this and see math. A lot of times kids say, when am I ever going to use this again? But this is something that you would definitely use. It says, Mr. Carson is building a bench and needs 6 lengths of wood that each measure 3.7 feet. How many feet of wood does he need to purchase? So if he goes down to Lowe's or wherever to get his materials, he needs to know he don't want to get too few. He don't want to get, to not have enough, but he don't want to waste money and have way too much left over. So you measure it out and you're going to multiply 3.7 times 6. So I have my key information and mark that back in my word problem. 3.7 times 6. I'm going to multiply that out. 6 times 7 is 42. Put down my 2, carry my 4. 6 times 3 is 18. Add my 4, 22. A lot of 2's down there. Then I've got to decide where to put my decimal. Come back to my problem. We follow our rules. Locate the decimal, count. How many numbers do you have behind? You have one number. So you come here, you count over 1, and your answer is 22.2 feet of wood. And probably when you go to get that, I don't know that they'll cut it for you in that. You may actually have to get 24 foot of wood if it comes in. I don't know the lengths all that it would come in, or if they would specially cut it for you. But you want to have just a little in case you mess up. But that would be your answer, 22.2. So today you're going to practice some word problems, okay? My advice to you is do exactly what I did. Read the word problem, think about it for just a second. Find your key information, set your word problem up like I did. Then follow your rules. When you're multiplying, just multiply the number out. Then to know where to put your decimal, go back, count how many numbers you have behind the decimal. That's how many places you'll count over in your answer.